Hello and welcome to week 1 of I Intend Happiness. This week's intention is I am the dreamer of my own dream. What does that mean exactly? Well, for starters, it means that we need to stop using our life situations as an excuse, as Eckhart Tolle would say. And I agree with him. I said it. We need to stop using what's happening in our lives as an excuse. That can be a little polarizing, I know, and probably a year ago I would have just slammed my computer shut and said that's total BS. What is this lady talking about? My life is happening to me. I am not in control. Life is a set of random circumstances and she is crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Get out of here. Okay, that's how I would have felt about that, to be quite honest. But there's a fatal flaw in what I just told you. We need to stop thinking of life as something that is happening to us and instead think of life as something that is happening for us and something for us to experience. And as soon as we can wrap our heads around that and decide that we are the dreamers of our own dream, we are creating our reality, worlds of opportunity are going to open up for us. This is to empower ourselves, guys. We must put ourselves in the driver's seat of our own life. We've only got one of them. It's pretty short in the grand scheme of things. So unless we are in the driver's seat, we are not going to see the magic happen. Now, what are the steps to eliminating this thought that life is happening to us, you may ask? Well, there's three. Okay, guys, there's 3 major steps that we need to accomplish. Number 1, we need to recognize that our brains, albeit powerful, can create these really shitty things called limiting beliefs, and that those shape our attitudes and our outlooks on life, okay? Now, what is a limiting belief, you may ask? I'm too fat to wear that outfit. I can't go on vacation because I'm poor. I can't find a new job because I'll never be talented enough to do the thing I want to do. I can't have a relationship because there's no one out there left for me. Every single one of those little buggers is a limiting belief, and it has hijacked your life. We've got to stop. We've got to stop thinking those things. How? Well, step 2 is to recognize that you are having some limiting beliefs. The first step to eliminating anything is to recognize that it exists. If we pretend it's not happening, we'll never fix the problem. So while we recognize, and as Gabby Bernstein would say, we bear witness to these things, I think it's going to be critical for us to write them down. And so that's why you'll find both in the bottom bar of this video as well as inside of the blog, a worksheet where you can collect these limiting beliefs. And it might be tough. I know it's tough for me to say my limiting beliefs out loud, to see them on paper. It's rough, but it's critical, guys, to see what is holding us back. What is our limitation? Okay, so throughout this week, I'm going to ask you to write these limiting beliefs down. And as we do that, I want you to thank them. First of all, we have to show gratitude for everything, no matter what it is. Thank them, but let them know, hey, there's no place for you in my dream. So we'll tell those limiting beliefs, thank you, but I am the dreamer of my own dream, okay? Give them gratitude, release them, they're done. Third step in this process is to recognize that our perspectives might be a little different than the majority of the perspectives on this planet. And I can say this for a fact because I spent, what would that be now, 28/29ths? I don't think, can we reduce that as a fraction? Hashtag math? I don't know. I've spent the majority of my life, over 90, is that over 90%? I think it is. Over 90% of my life living in an alternate reality than I am right now. I lived in what Don Miguel Ruiz would have called hell on earth. I allowed life to rule me. I thought that I was a victim of circumstance. Okay? And a lot of people feel the same way, and it's no one's fault. Okay, first of all, there's no judgment in that because that is how society tells us to think. Okay, there's no fault in that. But we have to realize that everyone is in the place they need to be for themselves right now. So there's no judgment, okay? We can't judge those who may be thinking differently than us. But we also have to recognize when we might be getting like pulled back into that hell on earth perspective. Because I will tell you, it happens to me daily. It is not something that is easy to combat, I guess, because most individuals, most mainstream media, most everything is fixated on this life is happening to me idea. There's not a lot of control. Why would society want individuals to have control, right? That'd be like a whole nother discussion right now. But I do want you to recognize that it's not easy, and that there will still be some negative energy surrounding that and surrounding you as you go through this process. But what's really going to help with that is just remembering, A, you are the dreamer of your own dream, and B, really writing out those limiting beliefs when they happen and reflecting on them each night. Now, you'll remember in the introduction, I asked you to create like a personal development space where you can display your wonderful intentions each week. And I'm so excited for you to see what Laura came up with this week for your intention to put in your frame. It is beautiful. It knocked my socks off when I saw it. It's an actual miracle in and of itself. And I am so glad and I'm so grateful for her for providing those for you guys for free, as well as just making this beautiful piece of artwork to keep in your house. So you can download that both in the bottom bar as well as in the blog as well. And don't forget to check out Laura's other hand lettered just artwork. It's really artwork at Clemens Script on Instagram. And I'll show you that somewhere in here. You know, I'm still new to this video thing. We're learning. So at the end of this week, I do want you, if you feel comfortable, share with us in the comments on this video or share on the blog. There's comments there too. Share some of those limiting beliefs that you saw come up over and over and over again, because when we have repetitive limiting beliefs, then we can kind of see what is at the core or the root of what's really holding us back, okay? So share those. Don't be afraid. This is a safe space. And remember that we are creating our own dreams as we work on our intention of being just the happiest, most positive people on this planet. And I'm ready to keep my rose-colored glasses on. I hope you are too. Or maybe to grab a glass of rosé because it is a beautiful day in sunny California. That is why we are outside today. Let me know if you like this better. I'm going to try filming in lots of different places because variety is the spice of life, and why not? I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck.